the doctrine of ripeness. Regarding exhaustion, the position is that for the court to defer jurisdiction because of the doctrine of exhaustion, the alternative or ineffective, the court cannot defer jurisdiction. In this petition, there is no doubt that Parliament cannot determine whether the impugned sections are unconstitutional. Parliament can also determine whether deployment of police officers outside Kenya is unconstitutional. Parliament's mandate is to approve or for such declaration has to be published in the Kenya Gazette. Section 108(1) authorizes the President, on application by a government of the reciprocating country, to order a number of police officers he may consider an emergency. Under subsection 2, a police officer who is punished in the reciprocating country under any of the provisions of our Act, which are applied in the reciprocating country under the reciprocal arrangement, that officer will be deemed to have been punished in Kenya for a similar offense if committed in Kenya. Section 109, on the other hand, is the Kenya under reciprocal arrangement similar to those in Section 108, subsection 1. The petitioner's case is that the impugned sections are constitutionally infirm because they allow deployment of police officers outside Kenya.
Chief, on behalf of the Law Society, we are most grateful to the court. Thank you. Thank you for
Minister? Yes. I'll check a few typos I've noticed, and we'll have the decision. Thank you. It was not one of your prayers. I did it at the beginning. You are not listening. Thank you.
Decision with regard said is the manner currently intended for deployment of police officers is unconstitutional, null and void. The court has emphasized that if any deployment is to happen, then it has to respect Section 107, 108 and 109 of the National Police Service Act. The original intention went through the National Security Council. The court has said that the National Security Council cannot deploy police officers. The National Security, it has to respect Section 107, 108, and 109, which requires that we have an agreement, a reciprocal agreement with Haiti. We have to have that gazetted, and then the request has to go to Parliament for approval. So without that, the deployment cannot continue.
So we're back to square one.
They have to go and check the law again. That is for the Attorney General to do what is right. That is the decision of the High Court today. Yes. Kwa intention ya serikali ya kupeleka polisi ya sawa polisi kule Haiti haiwezekani kwa sababu walikuwa wamejaribu kupitia njia ya National Security Council. Wameambiwa hapana, lazima kuwe na reciprocal agreement, lazima kuwe na gazette notice, lazima wa respect Section 107, 108 na 109 of the National Police Service Act. So National Security Council haiwezi deploy police officers. Wanaweza only deploy members of the KDF, Kenya Defense Forces. Hiyo ndio maoni ya High Court leo.
The power of the council, they could deploy outside Kenya. Otherwise, there is every reason why when we were doing the constitution, writing this constitution, we renamed it from a police force to a police service. And in fact, is a government parastatal called KIPRA that actually undertook a detailed investigation on why we must change the name of the police force before the new constitution to a police service so that it can serve here. And you know, I like to give factual examples. I come from a place called Capedo. Maybe many of you have heard about Capedo. It's a battleground. You know, people being killed every other day. There is no enough police service there. So really, what wisdom could possibly have driven President William Ruto to make that roadside declaration that Kenya police, who are very inadequate in our own country, could be deployed to another country, to a gangster, to a gangland, basically. So I think I'm very happy that the judge has outlawed that declaration. He has also clearly stated that, processes must be followed. I think unless you have a specific question, I'll ask.
Please. So if I understand correctly,
And I don't even
but what if they sign it tomorrow?
even if they sign, they must still follow the law. The law is very clear. I mean, they can sign whatever agreement. Kenya has signed many treaties, internationally, regionally, but you must still comply with the Kenyan law.
Okay, so what do they need to do if they want to send police forces?
They can't send police forces because it's against our constitution, it's against the law. They can only send the Kenya National Defense Forces, which is the Kenya Army, the Air Force, and the Navy. That's what they are mandated under our Kenyan constitution and under the law. So they cannot touch a police service.
I thought there was something in case of emergency.
There was no emergency.
No, yeah. Let me just clarify our answer before I've been the attorney in this matter. Yeah, first of all, we have to congratulate my client here for doing a good job, impeccable instructions that were presented before court. Number two, I want to congratulate the court for standing firm and delivering justice to Kenyans.